First question, Mitch Sherman, The Athletic.
Hey, Deontre, thank you for taking some time. When you guys were separated somewhat from your coaches during time away, unsure about what your fall was going to look like, if there was going to be a fall, what did you see on the defense as far as leadership, players getting together, directing things? Who stood out to you, at all levels of the defense and kind of taking charge during those times?
Damian Daniels, he's one of the persons that really stepped up and then been being a leader for us. So he's one guy that really stepped up for us.
Did you see, not position, but older players, or even if they were younger players who had that kind of and took that initiative in other parts of the defense, who did similar things to what you just mentioned there?
Yeah, really is Damian. Ty, he's been stepping up. He's been stepping up being a leader. So
Um, WOWT, Joe Nugent.
Hey, Deontre. I know it's going to be a unique year this year without any fans in the stadium, but fans of the Huskers have the opportunity to purchase cutouts, and that starts today. Do you like that idea? What do you think of the thoughts that folks in spirit can at least be with you as you play games inside Memorial Stadium?
as far as celebrities, I like to see the twins and Darian to come back. It's always good to see them. So for them to come back, they're celebrities around here. So for them to come back, it'll be good to see them.
Next question, Martin Hers, Daily Nebraskan.
Hey, Deontre, thanks for doing this. I just have a question about the Zoom meetings. And the coach said the Zoom meetings were pretty important in March. How beneficial were those Zoom meetings back in March and April and May?
They helped out a lot. They helped out a lot.
Can you go more into why?
Why? Because you can't just come out here and just look at formations and just get that down. You gotta study the plays and study where you gotta be at. And so that's not easy. So doing the Zoom meetings, that really helped out a lot. We did those twice a week. And so that really helped out a lot, bringing the young guys along that hasn't done this before, hasn't been on the defense. So, that really helped out a lot.
Thank you.
Got two more here for Deontre. Brian Christopherson, Nebraska 24/7.
Hey, Deontre, thanks for doing this. You mentioned Ty Robinson briefly as a guy you've seen kind of stepping up. He's still a young player, relatively speaking, redshirt freshman. What's the biggest difference you see of him now compared to, 12 months ago?
The biggest difference I see just him just being tough and being a dog. He's been out here throwing these big guys around, going with the ones, and he just made a big improvement. And so I'm ready to see him play. He hasn't gotten a lot of game PT on the game, and so we're ready to see him play.
Real quick, what's the biggest jump in your game that you want to make as you kind of self-evaluate your play so far and where you want to take it?
Me, the biggest jump for me, I gotta get better at pass rush. The run game is pretty easy for me. I see a formation. I know it's pretty much coming. But as far as pass, figuring out the slide and where the slide is gonna go, that's where I gotta get better at.
Thanks, Deontre.
Okay, we'll wrap up for Deontre with Parker Gabriel, Lincoln Journal-Star.
Hey, Deontre, with both the twins obviously off to the NFL and Darian gone too, do you feel like this group overall feels like it has something to prove, that you can replace those three guys? There's going to be a lot of guys contributing this year that maybe have been role players or maybe even are sort of stepping into roles on the field for the first time this fall.
The twins and Darren, they were dogs. They were tough, and so just the D line as a whole. That's where we gotta get tougher. We gotta get stronger. We gotta get faster.
All right. Thank you, Deontre. We will finish up here in just a moment with Ty Robinson.